there's something you need to understand about why this video found you right now. You're standing at the edge of letting go. Not tomorrow, not someday, right now. And you can feel it. That exhaustion, that quiet resignation, that sense that you can't hold on much longer. You're holding on to someone who already let go. Not yesterday, not last week, months ago, maybe longer. And somewhere deep inside, you know this. You've known it for a while. But knowing and accepting are two different things. Because accepting means admitting that all those nights you stayed up replaying conversations in your head, all those times you checked your phone hoping they'd finally reach out, all that energy you poured into keeping something alive, it was for nothing. They already made their choice. They chose to leave. And you chose to stay. Not in the relationship, in the waiting, in the hope, in the exhausting limbo of maybe they'll come back.
Let me tell you what's really happening. You're not holding on to them. You're holding on to the version of them that existed before they left. The version that made you feel chosen, seen, important. That version is gone. And the person who replaced them, the one who stopped calling, who started making excuses, who treated you like an afterthought, that's who they are now. That's who they've been for a while. But you keep looking for the old version. In every text they don't send, in every plan they cancel, in every silence that stretches longer than the last. You're hoping that if you just give them enough time, enough space, enough patience, the person you fell for will come back. But they won't, because they didn't go anywhere. They just stopped pretending. And what you're mourning isn't them leaving. It's the realization that they were never as invested as you were. Not in the beginning, not in the middle, and definitely not now. You were building a home. They were renting space. And the lease expired a long time ago.
So, here's why you can't let go. It's not because you love them so much. It's because letting go feels like admitting you were wrong. Wrong about them. Wrong about what you meant to each other. Wrong about the future you thought you were building. And your brain hates being wrong, so it creates stories. Maybe they're just going through something. Maybe they're scared of how much they care. Maybe if I just give them more time. But those stories aren't protecting you. They're keeping you stuck. Because every time you make an excuse for their absence, you're teaching yourself that their absence is acceptable. Every time you convince yourself they're coming back, you're postponing the grief you've been avoiding. And that grief, it's been sitting in your chest this whole time, waiting, growing heavier. Because you can't mourn someone who hasn't officially left. You can't bury a relationship that's still breathing, even if it's on life support. So you stay in this strange, suffocating limbo, not together, not apart, just waiting for someone who's already moved on to officially tell you they've moved on. But here's the thing. They already told you. Not with words, with silence, with distance, with the slow, quiet withdrawal that you've been pretending not to notice.
And the cost of pretending? It's everything. Your peace, your clarity, your ability to be present in your own life. Because you can't move forward when half of you is still standing at the door waiting for someone to walk back through it. You start measuring your days by whether or not they reached out. Good days are when they text. Bad days are silence. And slowly, without realizing it, you stop living your life. You stop making plans because what if they finally call and you're busy? You stop opening up to new people because what if they come back and think you replaced them? You stop letting yourself feel okay, because feeling okay means accepting that it's over. And you're not ready to accept that. So you stay suspended, stuck between the past and the present, holding on to someone who's already holding someone else, or no one. It doesn't matter, because either way, they're not holding you. And you know this. You've known this. You just didn't want it to be true.
But here's what changes everything. The moment you realize they're not coming back isn't the moment they officially leave. It's the moment you stop waiting for them to stay. It's the moment you look at your phone and don't feel anything when their name isn't there. It's the moment you make plans without wondering if they'll interfere. It's the moment you stop rehearsing what you'll say when they finally reach out. Because you realize, quietly, without drama, without some big epiphany, that you don't care anymore. Not because you're angry, not because you're bitter, but because you're tired. Tired of carrying someone who refuses to walk beside you. Tired of making excuses for someone who doesn't owe you an explanation because they already gave you one. Their absence was the explanation. Their silence was the closure. Their decision to stop trying was the breakup you've been refusing to acknowledge. And once you see that, once you really see it, something shifts. Not all at once, but slowly, like waking up from a dream you didn't realize you were having.
And here's what happens when you stop waiting. You don't fall apart. You don't collapse. You don't become the broken version of yourself you were so afraid of becoming. You just continue. And at first, it feels wrong. Like you're betraying something sacred by moving on. Like you're giving up on something that could have been saved. But you're not giving up. You're waking up to the fact that you are the only one holding on. To the fact that the relationship ended long before you admitted it. To the fact that they've been gone for months and you've been mourning a ghost. And maybe one day, months from now, maybe years, you'll see them again. At a party, on the street, in a photo someone else posted. And you won't feel anger. You won't feel regret. You'll just feel distant. Like you're looking at someone you used to know. Because you are. And that distance, that quiet, undramatic indifference, that's how you'll know you finally let them go. Not because you decided to, but because you ran out of reasons to hold on. Something changed while you were watching this. You might not feel it yet, but it's there. A gentle shift, a loosening of the grip. You won't remember what I said, but you'll remember how this felt. That quiet recognition, that sense that someone just named something you've been living but couldn't articulate. And months from now, when you look back at this moment, you'll know this is when it started. And if you want to leave a mark, not for me, just for yourself, you can. In the comments, in a journal, in a text you don't send. Doesn't matter where. What matters is that you acknowledged it, that you saw what's ending, and you let it. Subscribe if this resonates. Super thanks if you want to support. But you being here, that's already everything. The truth is, they were never yours to lose. They were just passing through. And you mistook temporary for permanent, proximity for connection, potential for presence.
But now you know. And knowing hurts, but it also frees you. Because you can't build a future with someone who's already in your past. You can't love someone back into loving you. And you can't wait for someone who's already gone. So let them stay gone. Let them live their life without you in it. Let them be the person who didn't choose you. And let yourself be the person who finally chose themselves. Not because you're bitter, not because you're angry, but because you're done waiting for someone who's not coming back.
And that's not giving up. That's letting go. And there's a difference.